Hey, I want to talk about all the reasons that I think it's better to start your reselling business on the Poshmark platform first. There's so many reasons why I feel that way, and Poshmark is my favorite. But if you're thinking of getting into any other platforms and you want something easy, I'm not saying don't start the other ones first, but if you want something that's easy to start, then Poshmark is your way to go. And if you've been selling on other platforms and you're not a beginner, cross list over to Poshmark. I really, really love it. And I am not, this isn't sponsored. So let's get started. Oh, let me just tell you a little bit about me. So my name is Marion, and I have been a Poshmark reseller since 2020. I have also sold on eBay, Mercari, Citizen, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Lives, Poshmark Lives, Whatnot Lives, and The Real Real. So I have a little bit of experience. Not a whole heck of a lot. I'm no expert by any means, but I've been doing it for a few years. I had a retail store in between. So here I am, and I just want to explain to you the easiest for me. So Poshmark, with that, the way to start a Poshmark closet is first, you do want to get on and you want to sign up and put in your information. I'll have a link below if you need it. And then they just ask a few questions of you. Pick a username. The thing is, make it a username that explains what it is. With me, I didn't. My username has my name and my initials, Marilgold. But it says Attire and Beyond on it because that's what my business was at the time. Now I am the Smiley Thrifter. So, but make it something, either your name, or if you want it to be something that has to do with Posh, like your name is Josh and you want to do Josh Posh, or your name is, or like there are names like, and these are already names, but the Empty Hanger. If you hear noises in the background, those are my wonderful birds. You might see one along the way. So, the bird lady, whatever you want it to be, but make it something that people are going to remember. Make it interesting. Make it memorable. So after your username and you sign up for the app, you then want to go to your closet. Go to your closet. See what you have that you haven't worn in a while, that you don't think you're going to wear again, and just put it in your closet. I'll tell you how to do that step by step. So what you're going to want to do is go to your closet, get some clothes just to start off. That's what I did. And then take pictures. But let me tell you about taking pictures. Do it in a clean or a one color environment. Don't do it on your bed. These are all the mistakes I made in the beginning. So I'm not saying that I didn't make these mistakes. I'm just saying what I've learned is do it on not a flat surface, but a surface that is not distracting, and take the best picture that you can. Now you're going to want to either throw these clothes in the dryer if they are wrinkled, either throw them in the dryer, steam them, or iron them. Put them in the bathroom when you're in the shower. Whatever it is you have to do to get them to look like they are new, or at least like they are like you would see in a brochure. You want it to look like a brochure, a catalog. You want it to look more professional because people don't want to see your dirty socks in the picture. They don't want to know what your bedspread looks like. They don't want your dog or your cat in the picture. Sometimes that turns people off. I used to do that in the beginning, but I do not anymore. So you want to make sure your background is good. If not, there are background removers. I will put mine down in the link. It's not an affiliate link or anything. It's just a link where you can go on and remove backgrounds. There are better and other ones that people use. I think Photoshop, that take out the background on all of the different pictures. I think at once that you take, not too up to date on that, but Remove BG is what I use, and I love it. You can go and look at my Poshmark. I'll link that down below just to see how I take the pictures. And you may even know which ones are older than others by the way they look. Because some I updated, some I didn't, because I do experiments and tests with them. So go in your closet, get out some clothes, take some pictures. What kind of pictures? Good pictures. Good lighting. You don't have to have lighting. I had lighting from doing other things, but you can do it with natural lighting from your window. I find sometimes that's harder for me, but for some people, the way the lighting comes in, it is great. That's all they use for a while. You can go outside if you live in an area where it's nice all year, or if not, you can do that in the summer. Let me just tell you though, I've done that. Look out for bruises. I have pictures of blouses that are like this, side to side, that look a little blurry. So don't do it if it's breezy out. Beware of trees. You have things falling out in between. I should do a bloopers reel with those pictures. Anyway, so you got your lighting. You got almost, I'm not saying almost every complex nowadays, if you're in a complex, has a dryer somewhere. We have laundromats if you don't have a dryer that you can just go throw all your clothes in, but maybe you have a steamer or an iron. Maybe you do, maybe your mom does, maybe your grandmother does, maybe your friend does. Just take a look. Just make them look presentable as possible. If you can't get any of that, throw it in the bathroom when you take a nice hot shower or bath. It doesn't work as fast. You might have to leave it in there days. Anyway, when you're taking the pictures, there are a few different ways that you can take pictures. You could have flat lays. So that's just laying something flat and taking the picture. Or you can hang it on a hook or on anything. I have my, what is it? It's my heat. I can't think of the thermometer. I don't know. Thermostat, hello. And I hang it right on there. And that's where I take most of my pictures. Now, don't go out and get all fancy and get a mannequin. I did that. I still have my Quinn, my mannequin. And it takes 10 times more time. The pictures usually aren't as good and no one really cares. For the most part, none of those items sold better. I did test after test. So I now either hang them on the wall or do flat lays. Sometimes with jeans, just so you know, take a look at other people's closets. With jeans, I like to do them a certain way, flat lay, but everyone does them different. You see what you think is most appealing to you when you're looking, and do that. I'm just looking because I wrote a couple of things down right over here. Oh, yeah, make sure you take pictures of the tags. Now, if you want to put measurements in, if you just have, a little amount and you don't mind measuring, a lot of people will buy if they see the measurements. I find if they ask you for the measurements, they don't always buy. I think they've found it already by the time you answer their question. I personally don't put measurements in most things, but that's just me because I don't feel like doing it. Got to be honest. All right, so now you're going to put in your title. Let's see, did I leave anything out? Oh, I left out the most important thing, guys. You want to have your pictures in a square. So you want 1 by 1 if you're taking it from your camera, or you are going to have to crop it, and you don't want all that extra work. You want to make this as easy as possible because Poshmark is easy. So now you're going to think about a title. Your title should have the brand in it. Your title should have what it is in it. And your title should have the color, not type of material. Here. Well, here. So if I was doing Poland Springs, and this is not sponsored, if I was doing Poland Springs, I'd say Poland Spring water, or 100% natural spring water, 16.9 ounces. Yeah, I think that would be it for this. But if it was a piece of clothing, I'd say either transparent and green or whatever. But you get the idea. So you want to make sure that you're putting in what people are going to be typing in. So someone might just be typing in Poland Spring water. So you put that in your description, not Poland Spring blah, 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 blah. So in your description, you want to do the same, not the same thing that you wrote up above in your title. Some people do. I do sometimes if I can't think of anything else good to say. But you do want your description to be, I don't know, I'm going to make stuff up. Wait, let's look. Empty and replace cap, plastic bottle, recyclable. You can get your money, your refunds. Well, no, what's it called? Come on, guys. Your deposit back, blah, blah, blah. You know. So now you have all this information in. Now what? So you're going to press for sale and list it. Now you can choose to list it on other platforms. You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on Tumblr, I think Twitter, and more. It will ask you, and you could just send it to them at the same time, the item, and many eyes will see it. So now you have things in there. That was your first step. Now you start talking to relatives. You start talking to friends. Hey, what are you doing? I'm hoping to make some money on Poshmark. What's Poshmark? It's an app, blah, blah, blah. So if you're going to get rid of any clothes, you can bring them to me first. I'll see if I can sell them. If not, I'll bring them to get donated. And you'll be surprised. Let me tell you, I've had a couple of winners with the clothing that I've got. Now, in the beginning, I was just taking anything. Maybe you can learn from that. Really look and see if this type of item sells or is going to sell. And I can talk about that in other videos, or if you'd like to hear more about it, let me know. I'll put it in a video soon. But you want to see how many of these items have sold. Let's say, like, people gave me a lot of, when I was doing it in the 20s, a lot of Alfred Dunner. And a lot. And it was very, very mature woman's Alfred Dunner. So, like, I remember the person was in her 90s and still dressed mighty spiffy, if I do say so myself. But it was things that would sell in my thrift store, but not online. So you do want to look at that, because now here I am a few years later, 4 to be exact, and I am donating most of those clothing items, which is great because somebody else gets them, but they've been sitting in my house. And the one thing, that saying that I love is, you're not a warehouse, you're not a storage, you're not a retail store, you're a reseller. Even if you're doing it for yourself as a fun part-time thing or as a fun hobby, you don't want to have a million things in your house, really. So be picky, but take it all. Because I never want to make anyone feel bad, like they're giving me something, but maybe you don't mind. I do. So I just take it all if they're giving it to me, and I then go through it and pick what I'm going to ship and what I'm going to sell. Sometimes you get some great stuff. That's what I was saying. I got a Ralph Lauren Ralph Lauren, I believe it was, vest. But a puffy vest. I can't think of words today, guys. If you have never watched me before, I have some chronic illnesses. They mess with my neurology sometimes, so please excuse me. It's not because I'm almost 60. Next month, almost 60. Okay, so anyway, getting back to this. I got that. I got some other things. Some of my friends give me great Coach shoes and just all kinds of other shoes, bags. They're just like, I was bringing this. I got from a family member last month. She said, I was bringing this to, Goodwill, but I figured I'd give it to you first. And oh my goodness, there were about 5 good pairs of shoes in there, 3 sold already. There were about 10 bags. This is Earl. Come here, babies. Don't poop on my head. Can I have a kiss? There were about 10 bags. He's going to try to start eating these off of my wonderful top because he likes sparkles. So just great shoes, great bags. I even send some of them into the Real. If you don't know about the Real, look into it. It's great if you have higher quality items. Hi, babies. Hi. He's talking with me. So this is Earl. He is a very mischievous man. No, he's not really mischievous. He'll come right to you and bite you. Hi there. Anyway, so let's get right back to it. I hope you don't mind, Earl. I can't help it. He's out of his cage, or he'd be in there and he'd be talking up a storm. So he's better out. Can I have a kiss? How about a kiss? So then you now have it online. You have your item or items online. And now you have to share them. On Poshmark, you do have to share. And it used to be a really big deal. Hi, Boobas. It used to be a really, really big deal because you used to have to share one by one. Now you have a bulk share, which you'll learn about. If not, I can share all these different things with you in other videos. I'm just learning how to put things up on my screen and I don't know yet. So I think it would be better if it was on the screen, but you let me know. So you share them and then somebody makes you an offer. Sometimes someone will buy something straight out at your price. Let's talk about prices first. I usually price mine, I know we talked about it already, but I usually price mine a little bit higher so I can give a discount. Because if somebody likes your items, you're going to want to send them an offer. I do that in a bundle, by the way, so let me know if you want to hear about that. Let me know in the comments below anything that you're interested in learning, and I'll be happy to do another video for you. And this way it helps everybody, but I don't know unless you tell me. So leave it in the comments. Make your price maybe a little bit higher so that you can send offers, because Poshmark is an offers type platform, right? Some of the other platforms aren't, but you might just want to price it exactly as it's supposed to be, and it may sell faster. You just never know. You never know. It depends on what it is. So you send out the price, or you counter offer somebody or offer somebody. They might counter offer you back, so you have to come up with a price that you know you want to sell it for, the lowest. I actually put that at the bottom in your Poshmark closet. There's a description part, a details. I put down there how much I pay. I think it says COS for cost of sale, or cost, something like that. I don't remember what it says. But so now it's in there. Now someone places an order. So someone wants, I wish I had in front of me. Oh, I could actually show you something. Excuse me, Birdie, 1 second. So someone places an order or buys an item. Now someone just bought this, okay? Whoops, it's upside down. I'm sorry. But if you see, it got wrinkled because I've had it for about a year in a bin, and I will not send out something wrinkled if it wasn't wrinkled in the picture, and it wasn't. So I'm going to steam that. I'm not going to throw it in the dryer, but it will take 3 seconds to steam. So now someone ordered this beautiful little costume, and what I am going to do, or where I'm going to put it, is some people No, not now. I know. That's something new there. I know. Here you go. Some people order these padded envelopes. Some people order the Tyvek, which I have here too. They're free. Let me tell you. On Poshmark, you can use priority mail. Not express priority, but priority mail. And get onto USPS and look for free supplies. I get my boxes. I just wrapped 2 things, and I don't have any labels on these, so I could show you. Free. All I had to do was tape it. So some people get the big things of tape. I happen to like these little ones, but you could really use any kind of tape. Some people who are on eBay use their eBay tape. It doesn't matter. As long as it's taped and it's taped good. You do want to really pack things like a professional would, because you are now the person who's taking care of these things for the next person. So if it's not just clothes, and I said your clothes, your closet, you can find anything in your house, anything. I sell things from my house all the time that I want to get new ones of. You okay, Boobas? That I want new ones of. So until I sell them, sometimes I won't buy something new. He's repeating what I'm saying, but not really. Come up here, Will. Say hello to everybody. Say hi, people. Hello. So, yeah. So you're going to print out your label and you are going to put it on. You know, it could really, I put it anywhere because sometimes I fold these, but it really is supposed to go here. What I found is they scan this, the label, and then this. And it is on both sides. So just try and keep that open. They could always go to another one and scan it. I think they all have the same number. But just in case, you know, I try to make it as easy for the post office as possible, especially when I come in with more than 10 items. So just make it as easy as possible. If it's something that's little, you can, well, even if it's not little, you could have 20 items to go out. He's a little nuts. And you can bring them to the post office, or you can get onto USPS and ask for a carrier to pick them up the next day. So it's easy enough. Even if you can't leave your house, like with me, I can leave my house, but I have days where I'm just not good. So the great thing is, even if you can't leave your house, you can have your packages picked up. You just have to put it in the night before to USPS. So now the package goes. Now sometimes the packages don't get there. Very rarely, but not very rarely this holiday season. This holiday season, I can't tell you how many packages didn't even track. And when I say how many, it was about 7 or 8. And that's a lot in the fourth quarter. So, but Poshmark is usually good at handling that. I love Poshmark customer service. So if you ever have any problems, you just contact support. And they really do a great job. I have to say, I hear some people complaining, but I have no complaints. No complaints. Only twice people tried to scam me. And people will try to scam you every once in a while. Be careful. Then I had a problem with them. But with all the other scam cases, it was fine. And we did resolve it. Are you done talking? So, that's it. Now it's been shipped. It's tracking. So it's in transit. It will say it right on there as soon as they scan it. It's in transit. And they are now waiting for it. So they get it. They have 3 days to accept it. That's when you get paid. So sometime within the 3 days that they get it, you will get paid. And they can leave a rating, and you want to make sure that you pack it so well that you get a 5-star rating. I mostly get 5-star ratings. Every once in a while, someone will say something where I'm like, what? But there have also been times in the beginning when I didn't pack it right, so things broke. And so now I know how to pack better. You'll never be perfect. You know, you don't know who's throwing it around. They could be using it as a football for all you know. But I make it so that you can use it as a football. But I still write fragile on it, right? So I still write fragile on it. And this way, if they have to think twice before using it to play with. But they get it. You get your money. What I do is I put it right into my bank account as soon as I get it, because you just never know. If the company closes down, not that I expect Poshmark to close down, but if it closes down overnight, where's your money? Or if someone can hack in, I don't know. I think about these things. I do it immediately. You can ask for notifications so you can see when things come in to your account, when you get the money, etc. There are also chances on Poshmark to do campaigns, and you'll read about all those as you're on there. But just remember, Poshmark does have all of the things that you will need to learn on their site. You will just look them up on Poshmark, and it will tell you all these things that I'm telling you and a heck of a lot more. And if you can think of anything that I left out, please leave it in the comments. Now, this advice can be for almost all platforms except for priority mail. Unless you're sending it priority mail on the other platforms, you cannot use those. So sometimes what I'll do if I don't have another box is use that and wrap something around it. So, but you cannot use them on other platforms. Let me know if you want me to do a comparison of some of the other platforms, because I'd love to let you know how I feel about some of the other ones. But this is the easiest, unless you've done eBay first. Then this is the easiest. It's more easy, but it is the easiest to learn. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about, this one. Are you done? Are you done? Do you want to at least say something? What's up there? What's up there? The sky. So there you go. I wish I could teach him how to say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'll see you soon. I appreciate you. Let me know anything you thought about this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you still have eardrums. He's not right in your ear. And so this is Earl. I have Sky and Neon, but I call him Leonardo. And I have my dog Crescent. See you soon.